Alright, what's up guys? Jeremy here, All Things Man. Today I wanted to put out there the top 5 guns that I think everyone should have. So everyone might not agree with this, and this isn't necessarily right or wrong. This is just what I feel everybody should have, so I'll kind of go through them, give some examples, and why I picked those. Alright, so number 1 is just a 12 gauge shotgun. I prefer a pump just for the reliability, durability. The price point is usually low. You get a lot for your money. Have lots of different options for ammunition. You can have slugs, birdshot, buckshot, I don't know, sabot rounds, who knows. But there's lots of different stuff out there. 12 gauge, home defense, putting meat on the table, just target shooting, lots of different fun things. So let me show you what I have. One of the 12 gauges I have. This is probably what I recommend the most though. Alright, this is the Remington 870 pump action shotgun. Takes up to 3-inch Magnum, so you can have another versatile option is 2 3/4 inch, 3-inch. Some of these even take up to a 3.5 inch. I don't remember the barrel length on this one, but this is basically a hunting shotgun. You can see the length. Just easy to operate for anybody. Gets the job done. So if I could only have one, I would probably have a shotgun. You could do so much with it. Oh, also another option, if you're not into the Remington 870, just to throw out some other ones, there's the Mossberg Model 500 and all the million variants of that. You can get both of those guns that are recommended more in home defense styles, pistol grip, stuff like that. So that's probably the cheapest two that I think are high quality that everybody should have. Remington 870 or Mossberg 500. Alright, so moving on. The next gun I think everyone should own is a semi-automatic 22 rifle. Inexpensive ammunition, still inexpensive. Not as inexpensive as it used to be when I was a kid, but still much more cost effective to shoot than say 30-06 every day. The reason I have this on the list is this is a great gun for training new shooters. The lack of recoil teaches the fundamentals of shooting. It's fun to shoot. It can also put meat on the table. I used to hunt lots of rabbits and squirrels with these when I was a kid. Definitely gets the job done. Lots of fun. So that's number 2 on the list. My model I've always been partial to is the Marlin Model 60. Semi-automatic. It's the tube fed. So you just release the tube here. Drop in the rounds right here. Tighten it back down. Charge it. And boom, you're off to the races. A lot of fun. Alright, so that's number 2, 22 rifle. Another popular option is the Ruger 1022. I think that's probably the most popular 22 at this time. But throughout history, I would say the Model 60 is still outsold the 1022 at this point. But both real good guns. The Model 60, not quite as versatile. I mean, it's just, this is it. You can buy aftermarket accessory stocks and things, but the 1022, that one has millions of things. And now with the new 22 takedown models, twist it apart in the middle, put it in your bag. Great little gun. And there's the Henry Survival. It looks like a cool gun. I haven't had a chance to shoot it. Everything goes into the buttstock. It floats. But I don't know. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so I don't know if I would pick that as your only 22 if you only had one. But that's something you could look at as well. Inexpensive. I got this gun right here, $60 or $80 at the pawn shop. Just keep an eye out. They had it originally at $120. Then after so many months, it went down and down. I finally picked it up when it was at $80. So I mean, you can't beat that $80 for a gun that's gonna be around forever. All right, so next up is a semi-automatic pistol. If you really wanted to, you could put a revolver in this place, but I think a semi-automatic for most people in most instances is probably going to be more suited. It's great for home defense. Great just you want to everyday carry. You need a pistol. If you're going out in the woods and you need some sort of backup, say you're bow hunting, you want to have an actual firearm as protection. And it's a lot of fun to shoot. It can be shot in competition, things like that as well. And heck, I guess you could even try to hunt something if you wanted to. Alright, so here's a model that I have. One of the many. But this is the Sig Sauer P250. This is the full size. Now, something I like about the P250 is you can see right here where the serial number is. That is actually on the trigger mechanism. So you can take this gun apart, take the trigger mechanism out, put it in a different hand grip, put a different barrel, different slide, change the caliber. So you can have, this is a 40 cal full size. With the same serial number, you can have a 9mm subcompact. You just have to buy those other components. So that's one of the reasons I like this one myself. But a lot of good options out there. Colt 1911, Beretta M9, or I don't know if I remember the civilian one, 92, something like that. Also the number one selling handgun, the Glock 19. Can't go wrong with that. So I have this in the third position because I think the shotgun is definitely more versatile, and if you could only have one, I think it would be that. You could maybe switch the order of number 2 and 3, the 22 and the pistol, but I think they're both very important. And definitely check out the P250. I'll be doing a full review of this a little bit later on. Alright, so let's move on to number 4. Alright, next up, number 4 is going to be a bolt action rifle. Now this is going to give you the opportunity to use a lot of different rounds, so you can definitely get out there a lot farther, take some bigger game, a lot of different calibers, even different rounds in each caliber for different kind of situations. But I definitely think everybody should have a bolt action rifle. So right here I have the Remington 700. I have it in 270, but there's a lot of good rounds out there. I like the 30-06 a lot, 270, 7mm mag, 243 even. I like the 30-06 a lot, just because it's kind of a all-around good cartridge, or it's a good. I like the 30-06 round as kind of just a good all-arounder. It's big enough bullet to take down most things you're going to come across in North America. And it's not overkill on a whitetail either. You can shoot an elk, you can shoot a whitetail. It gets the job done. It's been around for so long that the trajectory might be a little more arced than some other rounds, but it's so well documented that you're pretty much going to know, all right, at 300 yards, this is going to drop 3 inches. It's consistent. It's going to go, the bullet's going to go where you think it's going to go. Just a great overall. I went with the 270 in this. It's because it's a little flatter shooting. I already have a 30-06, so I'd like to have some different options for different things. Some different options to look at is, of course, this Remington 700 here. The Weatherby Vanguard's a little bit higher up, but those are real popular now. And of course, the Winchester Model 70. Up there with the Remington 700, those are probably the 2 most popular bolt-action rifles in history. Alright, so I said this was 5 guns, but throwing in a little bonus here. If you don't want to get a bolt-action rifle, you want something a little bit more old school, a little cooler, you can always look to the trusty 30-30 lever action. Now this is the Marlin Model 336W. I got my first one of these when I think I was, 16, 17, and as a dumb kid I got rid of it. I bought a new one years later, and this one's never going away now. I don't use it quite as much as the bolt action, but I just love this gun. If you're in somewhere brushy country, 100-yard shots, something like that, man, might as well take a 30-30 out there. This has that cool, feel like some old gunslinger or something. So I always love this gun. All right, so that's the bonus. So let's move on to number 5 on the list. All right, so we came to the end of the list. Anybody care to guess what I have as number 5? Well, if you guessed an AR-15 or M4 style weapon, then you're correct. It's just like it's an all-around great gun. M4, all-around great gun. You can use it home defense, hunting, teaching people to shoot. It has the second lightest recoil on the group behind the 22. So a lot of people, it's a lot of fun to shoot. So people sometimes, even if they didn't think they're gun people or whatever, they'll get out there, shoot this thing a few times, realize that maybe guns aren't as bad as they thought. So I again went with the SIG. This is the SIG M400 Enhanced. I have a review on this. If you want more information, I'll link it at the end. But man, these guns are great. Adjustable buttstock, tons of different optical choices. I went with the Aimpoint Pro here. It has pop-up sights. So if you want to shoot this thing old school, iron sights, you want to use the optic. It has room for all kinds of different attachments. You can change out the hand guards, change out the trigger, change out the grips. This is the enhanced version, so it comes with all the Magpul MBUS accessories. Got the hand guard here, pop-up sights, the grip. So I have this as number 5 on the list. Let me know what you think of the list below. If you change out any weapons, if you think I'm full of crap, if you agree with me, if you'd like to see any other kind of videos like this. So just let me know. So as always, stay safe.